You are watching a master at work.
What's going on, card family? Back at you with another video. Got a bunch of Marvins to show you. Lots of numbered shine. These are all 2006 cards. So we'll start off with the Rookies and Stars longevities. We have the silver. Then we have the Ruby at a 249. Then we'll get into the Real Beauties out of 99. We have the gorgeous silver. And man, just look at that blinging. Look at that beauty right there. So we got the silver. And we'll put that baby right there. And to go along with it, out of 25. Let me collage with this. Check this baby out. Boom! We have the black variation. And again, just beautiful, gorgeous cards. And let me put this back before it falls out. But man, just look at that. Then we'll get into the certified skills. So out of 800, we have the silver. Then out of 250, we have the pink. Nice colors popping through. And then out of 100, we have the beautiful blue certified skills. Got the colors coming through. Just another gorgeous card. And we'll put that baby back here. Then we'll get into some absolutes. We have the absolute base. We have the shiny absolute. Then we have the absolute spectrum. And then out of 100, we have the gorgeous shiny spectrum. And man, just look at that. Got a whole light show going on. And just a beauty of a card. And we'll put that baby right there. Then we'll get into the Donruss Elite Prime targets. So out of 1,000, we have the yellow. Just blinging away. Then out of 500, we have the black with the rainbow shine. Then out of 250, last but not least, we have the pink. Awesome to pair these up. Love these. Let me not knock these down. Then we'll get into the threads. So we have the threads base. Out of 250, we have the bronze. Out of 100, we have the silver. Again, just a gorgeous card. So many nice cards in this bunch. And then out of 50, we have, boom, the gold. And let me collage one of these. I don't want to collage everything because I have a lot of cards to go through. But man, just look at that. Damn, she's beautiful. What a stunner. And there's also a lot of cards that I didn't one touch, that I could one touch. I just don't have unlimited space. Then we'll get into the Gridiron Kings. This one is the base. And these have the canvas-like surface with the oil painting look. So we have that one. Out of 250, we have the silver. And then out of 100, we have the gold. Sweet cards. Then we have a 2006. We have the Topps, base. Then out of 2006, we have the brown border. Nice and clean. Then we'll get into the chrome. And then we have the refractor, which I had to one touch because just look at that. Just a beauty. Then we have a 2006 Topps Triple Threads out of $11.99. And to go along with that, we have the shiny variation out of $4.99. Kind of looks like a flame. Also has the canvas-like surfaces. Then we'll get into the Gridiron Gear playoffs, playbooks. So we have out of 500. Then out of 100, we have the shiny variation. So you got the bronze and got the gold. Cool looking cards. Then I have a couple more Gridiron Gears. Out of 250, we have the silver. And then also out of 100, got to match it up with the gold. Then we'll get into the classics. So out of 1,000, we have the bronze, Sunday's best. Out of 250, we have the silver, Sunday's best. And then, of course, out of 100, we have the gold. Love the look of these cards. Then we have a couple more classics. Out of 1,000, we have the bronze Monday Night Heroes. Then out of 250, we have the silver. And then last but not least, out of 100, we have the gold. Sweet. Then we have another classics out of 1,000. This one is the bronze membership. Then we have a couple Bowmans. We have the yellow with the thickness. And then I have a blue out of 500. Then we have a 2006 Ultimate Collection out of 525. I also have a gold variation of this. Forget what it's numbered out of. Then we have some score variations. Got the score base. Out of 750, we have the scorecard variation. Then out of 120, we have the red variation. And then also to go along with those, we have the glossy score select. So awesome to pair those up. Then I have a bunch of these playoff prestige league leaders. So you got Steve Smith, Marvin Harrison, Fitzgerald, and Chambers. Then we have a gray variation of that. And then out of 100, we have a glossy Chad Johnson and Marvin. Always love these cards. Then I have a bunch of playoffs. Playoffs? We had the base. we had the red. Then out of 250, we have the proof. Loving that hint of shiny silver. Sweet ass cards. Then out of 100, we have Absolute Heroes, glossy variation. Gotta love the glossy. Then we have a Leaf Limited out of 799. I also have a paper stock variation of this. I should put this one into a one touch out of 100. We have a Gridiron Heritage from Prestige. Very nice. Then we have out of 199, we have a shiny Playoff Contenders playoff ticket. This is another one. I have a bunch of different colors of this. Paper stock, glossy. Always love these ticket cards. Then we have out of 1,000, we have the Rookies and Stars Crusade. Let me get the next stack. We have a couple Turkey Reds. Love these. We have the black variation. Has the canvas-like surface. We had the red variation. Let me see if this is numbered. Nope. Got the red variation. And then, of course, we have the base. Really love the look of these cards. Then we'll get into a bunch of Topps totals. So we have the brown variation. We have the red variation. And we have the blue. And to continue with the Topps totals, we have a Topps total award winners. Love the pop on this card. We have a Topps total Topps. Awesome looking card. Then we have a Topps total production. Love how his image really pops on this card. Then we have some threads. We have a Threads Dynasty. Got Peyton Manning, Edge, and Marvin. Then we have a Threads Generation. Got Jerry and Marvin. And this is not numbered. I also have a numbered variation in my collection. Then we'll get into a bunch of Fleers. Got the Fleer base. Love that action pose. Then we have a Fleer Fantastic. Then we have a Fleer Fantasy Standouts. Love how he kind of looks like he's in outer space. Got the clouds. Got the sky in there. Love the colors in that. Then we'll get into some upper decks. I have some UD rookie photo shoots. So we have this variation. And then I have another pose. Then we have an upper deck rookie debut. Marvin on the run. Try not to knock this over. Then we have an upper deck rookie debut of him and Sean Alexander, who was an absolute beast. Man, in his prime, he was just unstoppable. Nice to have those two guys on there. Then we have a Topps All-Pro. We have a beautiful Topps Own the Game. This one is the shiny variation. And man, just look at that pop. What a beauty of a card. Got the color shine coming through. Man, just really stands out. Then we have a Leaf Certified Materials. Glossy Gloss. We have a Fleer Showcase, Hot Hands. Then we have a Century Stars Threads. I also have a variation out of 100 of this. This one is the paper stock. Then we have a Fleer Ultra Performers. We have a Topps Heritage base. Love the retro throwback. And last but not least, we have a Chrome Topps DPP. And just look at that, got the nice thickness. So after all those Marvin collections, that officially puts my Marvin count at. And I appreciate you guys watching. Just look at these. The shine, the shine. Damn, these are beautiful. Loving these. And I'll show you my piles on the side. And by the way, this was a one-take video. And got all this mess over here. Very lucky it didn't fall down. So that's it, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.